What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcasting all over this world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Women Rock Wednesday, my favorite day of the week. Share this show, share it. I know a lot of y'all are not on. I'm sharing it right now. I'm sharing it to my groups. I'm sharing it to my. I'm gonna go over to Twitter and share it to. I'm gonna go over to Twitter and share it to my Twitter page. It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be an interesting day. Interesting day. That's all I can tell you. It's gonna be epic. So share the show. Share it. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know. I got to put this. I got to put this. I got something for y'all. I just figured something out. So they were just showing me some stuff. Yeah, hold up, y'all. Let me finish sharing. Where I'm at. But I'm sharing. Did I share with everybody? Did I share it Twitter? Let's see. Let's make sure. But what's going on? What's up? I see. Oh, what's up, Brad? Man. I don't supposed to talk to the men yet. Hold up, y'all. Y'all, they telling me some stuff. Hold up, man. Boy, it's a lot of stuff going on. And they send it to me at the last minute. You know, that is Moody. Thank you for stuff you sent. But I got other people sending me stuff. Man, I talked to somebody this morning. They talk about their son, like old school music. And I got to playing something. Then I saw something else that I used to play. My mom used to play it. I wish I could play it. I wish I could play it. I wish I could play it. But oh my God, I wish I could play it. But it's copyrighted music. I don't want to play nobody's copyrighted music. Where was I at? It was some I was looking for. Twitter. Talk to me. Talk to me. We're gonna wait around on the women today. Huh? 'Cause I need to see them today. And I know they ain't gonna come in on time. Fellas, I thank y'all for coming in. I like how y'all come in and do this thing early. That's why I be trying to get in early, because let me tell you something, I'm trying to get out of here as soon as 2 o'clock comes. I'm trying to see if anything happened that people want me to know. I got a lot of stuff. Oh, okay. Let's see. Anybody go to a high school game last night? Anybody do anything high school? Did I share that? Y'all shared it? Who shared? I see a thumbs up. Who that thumbs up from? You know what? Why they ain't on here, I can get a chance to make sure I get my stuff right. Thank you. Y'all don't have to come on yet. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, that works. All right. All right. Let's see. Rod Wells, what happened at the game last night? Did you make it by there? Did you make it by the spot last night? Tell me what happened at Yates. I wasn't about to go to that damn game. Tell me what happened over there at Yates, man. Talk to me. Rod Wells, were you there? I'm just making sure everything all right on here first. Talk to me. Share the show, everybody. Do I need to share it again? Let me drink a little tea. I had tea over here and water over here. But it's gonna be a good show today. Let me see if anybody tweeted me or anything. Let me see if anything on Twitter. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. When you demand a trade, there needs to be a Mike Dunleavy. Mike Dunleavy, he the coach. He the coach. He the coach of the Gold. No, I'm sorry. He is the GM of the Golden State Warriors. I ain't never heard no GM say it. You know, Jonathan Kaminga around here demanding a trade. I told y'all this the other day. I said, what the hell is he demanding? He said, when you demand a trade, there need to be a demand. Oh, my goodness. That's what I'm talking about. You was at Yates' win over Wheatley last night. Good win by Yates. So Yates beat Wheatley. Okay. Oh, that was a good game. Brandon Weaver. Man, it just popped up on my screen, then it popped off, man. Brandon Weaver. You know, your homeboy, what's his name? Jonathan Kaminga. Right here demanding a trade. I demand a trade. And he said, it's got to be a demand, player, before you can ask for a trade. If you want to demand something, it's got to be a demand for you. Uh-oh. Jeannie Buss was reportedly so frustrated with LeBron James that she probably considered not re-signing or trading him in 2022, including floating a deal to the Clippers. She also had concerns about LeBron's ego and clutch sports influence over the Lakers. Whoa! This is getting good. Coach Wise is 2 wins away from 1,000 wins in his high school career. Go, Coach Wise. Do your thing, baby. Hey, boom. I'm just going over some stuff, man. I don't usually look at this here. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. They sending me stuff. I got some stuff for you, but people just sending me stuff. I'm trying to see what they're doing. I'm trying to see what they're sending me. Just give me a second. Ain't nobody commenting on it, though, but y'all, the man said he demands a trade. And the GM said, dude, it's got to be a demand. It popped up on my screen. It fell off. I'm trying to find out where it is. Man, it's too much. Okay. Our Colony beat somebody last night, 93. Beat 93 to 58. I'm going through my Chop Shop feed right now. We on the Chop Shop, man. I'm just going to see what the people saying in the Chop Shop. Wait a minute. Hold on. Texas Southern University, in partnership with BE Collective and ABC Sports Foundation, will host the Inside the NIL Sports Business and Athlete Empowerment Summit on January the 23rd. You got to register. It's for free. It's open to the public. I'm just giving it to you. It's right here. Go to TSU website. You all have it. It's Friday morning. Register. It's free for student, athletes, alumni, faculty, everybody invited. If you want to know something about the NFL, Inside the NIL Sports Business and Athletic Empowerment Conference, you know what? I might register to be there. You know. Let me put that. Let me send that to myself. I might. What am I doing Friday? Oh, we're in town on Friday. Yes. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to find something else. Hold up, y'all. I'm just having fun right now. I saw this, man. Hold up. I just saw something. And did I put it up on the screen? No, I did not. But guess what? I got time. I got time to send it to myself. Y'all, I got time. Y'all, this NFL ain't playing around. This NFL is showing you Negroes what I've been telling y'all for a long time. This NFL ain't playing with y'all. Y'all better get in and get your power and get the hell out of there, because they ain't playing with nobody in the NFL. I can't wait. Come on, download. I don't know how I did not did not download this. What was I doing? Hold on. Let me see. Give me a second. Just give me y'all ain't here no way. Give me a second. Where yeah. Where my people's at? Where my women? Ain't no woman came on yet. Not nary a woman. And it's Women Rock Wednesday. That's all right. But see, y'all know I am not gonna cut your Women Rock Wednesday off. So y'all know I can't do it, but so y'all testing my patience. Hold up. Hold up. The Bills owner, man, I like how these owners talking out now. Bills owner. Let me Pagula. Got that one. I'm gonna put it up there whenever I need it. Y'all see my two dudes back behind me. Ain't nobody said nothing about my two dudes behind me. Y'all just, right. Where we at? Share the show, man. Come on, boom. What we talking about today? But I know one thing. No, that's not it. No, I got something better than that. I got something better than that. But I did want to share something with y'all, but I got to have a woman. I can't talk. Fellas, tell me, Daryl, let's talk to the men. What y'all want to talk about? Brian Boatwright, what you want to talk about? Brandon Weefall, you got anything you want to say about last night? Brad, you got some? Thaddeus Moody, you got some? Because the women ain't here yet. So let's fellas, we can talk a minute until they get here. Y'all let me know when a woman get on the feed. But dude, they want to trade him. You didn't hear what I said, Brandon Weefall. It's no demand for his ass. He said he demanded a trade, and the GM said last night, in order to have a demand, somebody got to demand that wants your ass. Don't nobody want him. They trying to trade him. They trying to trade him, man. You talking about they need to trade him? They trying to, but guess what? I'm not gonna give him away. He was a lottery pick. I might be retarded, but I ain't dumb. Man, I'm liking this. Talk to me. Let me see. I'll take this. What is this? Hold up, y'all. Hold up. They giving awards out for what? Brandon. They giving awards out now for the top 27 grassroots programs in the country. Let me put this in my notes. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm glad I went over here because I would have never, ever, these clowns, these people, excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't mean to put it up on the screen. Y'all want to see it though. This is the problem right here. This is the problem. It's another problem. Where my people at? I'm going to start without them. I ain't got time because I ain't going to have much time today. That's 14 minutes I wait. Ladies and gentlemen, we can talk about it. We presented in 2026 this civil ways media. Something about them white boys I don't like. Grassroots program in the country. Criteria conclude players in college, NIL value of players in college, NBA players. Congrats to these amazing programs who are truly best of the best and create tremendous value for players. This Silver Waves media. I was not going to talk about that. But something just hit me. I just wish somebody be on here can talk to me because y'all, hey, do me a favor. All of y'all call somebody and tell them to be on the because I can't do it with y'all. Y'all boring. Y'all boring right now. Y'all boring. Y'all ain't said nothing. What y'all come on here for? Y'all better be glad I ain't got it ain't got no good weather outside. I promise you, I get up and I leave right now. First of all, the women ain't on here yet, and y'all ain't saying nothing. 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 Still ain't saying nothing. I'll wait. Show y'all how it feel. Let me make sure my mic working. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Nobody? Nobody got nothing to say? Well, thank you. Thank you. Lakeisha, I'm glad you and Travis Lynch showed up because I had a group of people on here just wouldn't say nothing. Then I had a group of men wouldn't just say nothing. This Women Rock wins and so. But thank you for showing up. Now I can get the show cranking. See, y'all don't understand. I just don't understand. Reed Shepard is looking good. Y'all know that to me though, Kevin Durant, he cannot pass the ball to save his life. That is not one of his skills. Oh, I did that. I messed up. I did that. Can't pass a lick. KD can't pass a lick. I watched him last night. I mean, then when people get up in him like the Keldon Johnson dude was doing, he can't break free. He don't, where's his fundamentals? Step into his middle. He got to back up. Are you going to knee him in his middle? It just go away. All that side to side and hippity scotch and hip scotch, that ain't going to work. LeBron didn't get voted to the All-Star game. King Sticks, you went to that mess. I mean, you went to King Sticks. Ain't you got a nephew that been your nephew play last night? Why you over at the Yates game? Why you at the Yates and Milby game? They ain't got no good players. Did you go to Yates? Did you go? Y'all reach this? I'm talking no King Sticks over here. Oh, okay. Hold on. King Sticks, you give me a chance to 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 maximize this thing. Cause something had been happening to my stuff. Hold on. Let me put you back up there, King Stick. I can use you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna put it right there. That man said, yeah, it was a good game. Hold on. Hold on. Huh. It was a good game. Hold up, King Sticks. I ain't through with you. Trying to make it a little bit bigger. Okay. A little bit legible. Yeah, I'm playing with this thing. Yeah. I like that. I like that. You said it was a good game. Why you go to the game? Why you go to the game? I didn't go to no. I wound up, man. Y'all don't understand. When I got home yesterday, I was kind of tired. Because I got home from being on the road with TSU. Then I came home. Then I was just tired. Yesterday's show, I was tired. But let me get to the show. It's Women Rock Wins. And Lakeisha, great song choices that your son has. You made me think about one that I liked. That, boy, my mama used to play all the time. Y'all, I'm gonna play the first few beats because y'all, when I used to hear this right here. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. How do I go to? Y'all ain't gonna tell no lie. I do not know how to use my Apple Music, man. Hold on. Hold on. Here, hold up. Recent added. Recently added. Okay, I got more than that. Recently added. Um, hold up, y'all. I got to play this song. What's up? What's up, mate? Mate, I see you. Hold up. Uh, hold up, y'all. My mama, rest her soul. I used to remember this right here. Ronnie. Here it is. Let me turn it up. I'm gonna play it. It's gonna be quick now. Watch this. That's all I can play. My mama and Johnny Taylor. He said, "What type of music do you listen to when you play or get ready for it?" I don't even remember. I ain't never listened to no music. But when I heard this here, hold up, hold up. Boy, running out of lies. Man, you say, I'm tired of lying, girl. I'm finna just come home and tell you the truth. What? Tired of lying to you. Instead of yo, we was at Jackson State the other night. Loud ass music. Every song sound the same. Every song. But ladies, gentlemen, KD can't pass a lick. I just watched this game last night. She said, I know, but I can't play with that little piece there because they're going to flag this shit out. Facebook probably looking at me right now. But I had to give it to you, y'all. But Lakeisha, LeBron didn't get no votes to the All-Star game. Enough votes to the All-Star game. He ain't no starter for the first time in 20-something years. Ladies and gentlemen, I want somebody to go back. I should have looked it up. But it just made me think about something. And this the day I remember. When was the All-Star game in Phoenix? The All-Star game. NBA All-Star game. Hold on. I got a story for you. Star game in Phoenix. Up Phoenix. Let me see. Let me see what year it was. My son was 2009. That's it. 2009. Right? 2009. Travis. Travis. Things shifted. Travis, all the years before, the Players Association party, NBA Players Association party, where the players give their own party, was the top billing, the top thing to do. But this particular year, 2009, that little selfish ass LeBron James teamed up with Jay-Z and had a best of both worlds party the same night. And it split people from going here and there. I have to go to here. I have to go here. All the young players and young people went there. They split it. I'll never forget it. Y'all, that's why I can't get it. I can't. Y'all got to hear me now. The Players Association was the premier party. Everybody wanted to get with. It was entertained. It was a invitation only. But then Jay-Z and LeBron go off and do their own party, charging people to get in. That was the downfall of the Players Association party. Because they were saying, shit, we giving all this party and spending all this money. Shit, the players going over there to that ghetto-ish. I never forget it, y'all. Never, ever forget it. That's when we went from wearing suits to the parties to dudes just wearing anything at the damn parties. Coming there with blouses on and, and whatever they had on. I never forget it. Y'all, it just made me think about it. I was just thinking about All-Star game. Let me see if I got something on it. Let me see. I got something on the All-Star game. So we can just talk about it. I mean, I like the All-Star game. The NBA All-Stars start, they will announce the East and the West, but the actual game is US versus the world. So the starters going to be Jalen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Kate Cunningham, Steph Curry, and Tyrese Maxey. All these guards and a wing going against Giannis, Luka, Shea, Joker, and Wembanyama. The voting groups determined the starters for the NBA All-Star game. Fans voted 50%, NBA players voted 25%, and the media panel voted 25%. I wonder who Bronny. Did Bronny vote for his dad? I'm just asking. Hold up. I think I got it up there. I want y'all to see what was going on. Let me make it bigger for y'all so y'all can see it. That's how them votes look. Huh. That's how they look. The fans wanted Giannis more than anybody. The players, I'm talking about in the West. The players wanted Joker. The fans voted for Luka on the West, and the media voted number one for Shea. Over in the Eastern Conference, the players voted for Cade Cunningham. The fans voted for Giannis, and the media voted for Jalen Brown. Interesting. Just thought I'd share some of the, it's gonna be U.S. versus the world. They're gonna mix it up in a little bit. But then I had something else. Let me go back to my monologue. And let's see. Fascinating time in college sports when Indiana can win a national championship in football without a 5-star recruit on the roster. And Florida, the basketball team Florida, can win a national title hoops without a single top 100 recruit. Better be able to evaluate and develop talent because it's different now. I thought this was insane. I'm gonna share this with y'all. I don't know if y'all saw it already, but I said, what? Hold on. Where is that? I know I put it up there. Or I did not. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me see. Let me see. I wanted to show. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, I didn't put it up there. Well, maybe I didn't think it was that important. But I'm gonna mention it to you right quick. Well, Arkansas beat the brakes off Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt that came back to earth, y'all. I bragged about them last week. They done came back this earth to Vanderbilt. Come on back down. Vanderbilt done came back to earth. They got their head tore off by Arkansas last night. But it's 4 seats right there next to John Calipari in the benches. 4 seats. By the scores table is 1, 2, 3, 4 seats. Can anybody tell me how much those seats are per seat a year? Can you imagine? I had the video for y'all, and I did not bring it up because they got the scores table, and 1, 2, 3, 4 seats got some like captain chairs, nice chairs, special leather chairs. But then you got the Cal in the bench, in the play. You right there next to. Can y'all imagine how much those people pay for those seats? This is how much these people love this. How much disposable income them people down there in Arkansas got. Them Arkansas Razorback. I just want y'all to put this stuff in perspective. Do y'all know? Anybody got an idea? Just give me a number. Y'all gonna make me find them seats for y'all so I can see, because y'all, I guess y'all visual people. Y'all want to see them damn seats, don't you? Let me see that I had the video. Yeah, I had a video. God damn it. I had a video right there. I did not. I thought I did. Man, it's 4 seats right there. Y'all don't know, right? No, nobody don't guess. They paid $375,000 seats per seat. Y'all, that's almost $2 million. Just them 4 seats right there. That's 1.5 million, man. All y'all people, when I sit up here on this show, and whoever that already did, it's okay. But when I sit up on this show and we got some people like the Anthony Lawrence collection that we supposed to be supporting on this show, I got something I want to show y'all. Watch this by Michelle Obama.
Of someone whose fashion that I like, and I know that they're a person of color, I try to make it a point. But the clothes have to be available. I think we can all do some work to think about that balance in our wardrobes, what does our closet look like and who's in it? Who are we supporting in it?
Right.
You know, and I think if you have the money to buy Chanel, then you have the money to buy everybody.
Right.
And so let us be mindful, I think would be my advice.
Yeah.
If you got enough money to buy Chanel and Gucci and Louis Vuitton, you got enough money to buy. You got the Balenciaga, the Prada. Don't tell me you can't buy nothing from the Anthony Lawrence collection. I don't want to hear it. That's a choice. That's intentional. I just said, you know, it's just certain little stuff like that. I just like to share. I'm serious. I really like to share. Just thinking about, I've never seen an owner do this. I'm just watching stuff, man. Y'all understand? I just be watching stuff. This the owner of the Buffalo Bills talking about one of his players. Watch this.
Yeah, I mean,
Can I interrupt? I'll address the Keon situation. The coaching staff pushed to draft Keon. I'm not saying Brandon wouldn't have drafted him, but he wasn't his next choice. That was Brandon being a team player and taking advice of his coaching staff, who felt strongly about the player. And, you know, he's taken, for some reason, heat over it and not saying a word about it, but I'm here to tell you the true story.
I was thinking about that. That's the owner, Terry Pagula. That was the GM. I forgot his name. It's gonna come to me in a minute. Brandon Bean, something like that. They fired McDermott and kept him. And he was talking about the first they top pick, the wide receiver, Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman late in the season was showing up late, was missing practice, falling asleep, doing crazy stuff, and wasn't available for them. And the press gonna ask about it, right? But y'all, I'm just gonna show you some Keon Coleman stuff, right? And I ain't trying to talk about the kid, but the GM didn't want this kid. This the kid right here. Watch this.
way I can, we can empower each other. Y'all have a great day. Yeah, I can grab some of them.
Oh, they're great. They're fire.
Nothing against him. I'm just, he's a kid. That man, so y'all drafted a kid, and the coaches wanted this kid, not the general manager.
It's either that or we getting Waffle House.
What's your Waffle House order?
Sausage, egg, and cheese, grip bowl, four eggs, scrambled cheese, a side of pork chops, hash brown with cheese, and a high C.
Okay. So you get your hash browns with cheese, nothing else.
Oh yeah. What else you gonna put on?
Ham, onions. You
Onions?
scatter well.
But nothing. I just want y'all to show they drafted a young kid, and they talk about him. The player is still on the roster, and they saying the GM didn't want him. He has great potential, absolutely. But being late, watch this. See, and the reason I bring this stuff up, because I don't want our young kids, when you have this opportunity like this, don't give them a reason. Keon, watch this. Keon Coleman. He at the top of my list. So everybody talking about the coach, right? All this stuff finna come out about this kid because he's been having a lot of problems. Whoa. He should be on his phone talking to his agent right now. Cause they just, if the owner said this, the owner, this the billionaire. I'm just watching this. But y'all don't understand. People lose their jobs drafting the wrong people, man. Man, Sean McDermott lost his job because he vouched for this boy. But they blaming everybody but Josh Allen, little old sorry ass now. I don't know what they drafted from Travis. The reason Travis, I'm really setting you up, Travis. Kind of setting you up, Travis. I'm just showing you how they about to blame everybody but Boy Wonder. But you can be talented all you want, but you ain't showing up for work. You late for practice. You late for this. You falling asleep in the thing. I don't know. You was healthy and you wasn't active. And I don't know how good this kid gonna be. But instead of blaming Josh Allen for the 4 interceptions, like they did your homeboy, I gave y'all a graphic the other day, and y'all didn't even understand what I was saying. I gave y'all a hell of a graphic the other day. Watch this. ESPN. That's what the graphic that they put out about CJ Stroud. Guess what graphic they put out about the other boy? Hold up. Hold up. I know I downloaded. What is his name? Oh, here it is right here. I'm finna show you. Okay. Hold on. Let me please where is that? Come on, y'all. Let me get to it. I got to let y'all see this. I'm just gonna put it over here and let y'all see it. And I got the size it though. Watch this. This what they did. Y'all look at this. A rough day in the office for CJ Stroud. Put his stats up there. Look what they did for him. I feel like I let my teammates down. Josh Allen is visibly upset after Buffalo season. They didn't put the 4 interceptions up there. Y'all hear? I'm just showing you how the press works. Because y'all look at this stuff and y'all take this stuff and y'all sit up here and just say, nobody is making this comparison probably in America but us on the Chop Shop. Y'all do me a favor. You can go to ESPN, Twitter page all you want to. I want y'all to go find it. This what they put for the brother, and this what they did for him. And then somebody like King said, well, Josh didn't lose by 3. Man threw 4 interceptions and you lost by 3. Yeah. I be on y'all to, I'm serious. But hey, you talking about all rookies need a player, a mentor. Man, some of these rookies just don't pay attention. I just told y'all yesterday they don't listen. Because y'all done kissed their ass all through summer basketball and all through 7-on-7. All of y'all groupie ass, old ass men done went and kissed these kids behind. Oh, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so. He this. It does matter, King Sticks. Might not matter to you, but it matters to me. That we can sit up here and do this shit. This it's blatant. So if you don't listen to the Chop Shop, are you like King Sticks who just don't give a fat rat's ass? You would think nothing. They ain't said nothing about his 4 interceptions, but they put CJ's up there. I keep telling y'all, if you keep being, I told y'all something that I'll never forget. Something I'll never forget. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about right here, right? When I was studying Adam Clayton Powell, and in the New York Times, I've told y'all how great he is. But I'll never forget. Why does it matter to you, Josh Allen was on the Chop Shop or not? Why does it matter to you, King Sticks, since you said that? Since you want to be a troll today, I'm finna troll with your ass today. Really and truly, King Sticks, I'm not talking to no grown-ass man, groupie-ass man who going to watch Yates play and his own nephew playing somewhere else, and you going to watch it. I really ain't talking to you. I'm talking about the fact that in an editorial that the New York Times wrote a long time ago, the day when Adam Clayton Powell died, they wrote an editorial in the newspaper, just like ESPN. Let me put that back up there, because I want y'all to understand the parallels. Some of y'all need some visual learning here. These two stories happen on the same day. But if I didn't see the game and I just look at these two graphics, what would I say? One guy just crying because he lost. One guy was the cause of it because it's 4 interceptions, but not the other guy. See, this editorial that they wrote, they said, the New York Times said, on April the 4th, 1968, a black leader named Martin Luther King was killed in Memphis. 4 years later to the date, 4 years later to the date, April the 4th, 1972, a black leader named Adam Clayton Powell died at Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami, Florida. One died and left a legacy. The other died and left nothing. This is what the New York Times said a few days after this man died. I never resented something more in my whole entire life for them to even suggest 2 days after his death that a man that changed life as we know it for us and for all other Americans who were poor, he left no legacy. They always try to play one against the other. That's the power of the media. You would think Josh Allen ain't did nothing. He just upset he lost. But this guy over here, you saying he is the reason they lost. unbelievable to me. Y'all, I have to bring it up because our young people, I can't change these old fools, but maybe, just maybe, one of our young people he just might figure this thing out. Then I read in the paper, read about 4 or 5 sources, 4 or 5 sources that LeBron James Nike MLK shoes draw criticism. In the aftermath, Martin Luther King, Day Jr., LeBron James had found himself in the center of a controversy over an unusual and what many social media people have called tone deaf tribute attempt and a shoe and a colorway of the site that Dr. King was assassinated. Let me put these shoes up here. Let me put this mess up there. The LeBron 23 Honor the King takes inspiration from a teal colored signage of the Lorraine Motel. Let me what is it? That's you see the Lorraine Motel, that little teal, right? Right. And I just want y'all's opinion. Everybody but Kingston. They did this thing where why you want to commemorate where somebody got shot and killed April 4th, 1968? The word equality is written on the heel, and it's one of the 23 colorways to be released by Nike commemorating moments throughout James' 23 NBA history and his 51-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis on MLK Day in 2008. As Sandy Garcia wrote in the New York Times, that same paper, the assassination represents a painful chapter in the history of the city, one long darkened by a shadow of shame over its role in a national tragedy. The Lorraine Motel reopened in 1991 as the National Civil Rights Museum, although Garcia reported that the museum did not know about the sneaker until a few days ago. The blowback was immediate. I want to hear what y'all. I see George got a comment, boy. I see Michael Jordan got a comment. Y'all stay here. Michael Jordan, I got some good stuff for you. The blowback was immediate. Comment section was flooded with criticism, calling Nike out as tasteless and shameless, with many wondering who the shoe got approved to be released by. Who released it? The fact that this is a real indication yet again that not enough Black folks are in enough rooms at Nike, or that they don't feel empowered enough to speak up. What a disgrace. That's what Clinton Yates said. I was talking to a guy, I told y'all yesterday about what Martin Luther King said, my favorite quote. Go back and look to yesterday's show if you want to get it. But being intelligent with no ethics and with no character. It's some Black people up there that's educated and intelligent. But nobody's thought to say, yo, this don't make no sense. don't make no sense. LeBron, Rich Paul, Maverick Carter. What's going on, man? Intelligence without character. What's going on? I'm just thinking about something, man. I'm just, I was just thinking. My famous quote. It's not my I have a dream. No, that ain't my favorite quote. He said in one of his papers he wrote in 1947. I'm gonna repeat it again because it makes me think about this. He said the function of education is to teach one to think intensively and think critically. Intelligence plus character, he said. That is the goal of true education. Share the show, because it's about to get good. Dr. King wrote that in 1947. He died in 68. He wasn't a symbol yet. He wasn't a holiday yet, Michael Jordan. He just was thinking and writing his ideas, critically thinking. The paper was called The Purpose of Education. And look how honestly that this is so relevant now. Somebody was intelligent at Nike. It's some black people. I know some of them now. And I should have got on the phone and called them, but I said, no, I didn't want them to cloud the way. Let me feel the way I feel right now. I want to know how y'all, some of y'all don't care. I'm glad Marcus Carroll and I'm glad Michael Jordan is on the feed. Y'all, we are surrounded by educated people who just can't critically think. These people get mad at me because they put a comment on the show that I'm the host of, and because I question the comment, people get mad at me because they don't want to what? Critically think. All you got to do, I critically think. I'm going to ask questions. People with degrees, people with credentials. And somehow no curiosity, no self-interrogation, no sense of responsibility for the harm that they enable. Michael Jordan, MLK warned us about them. He wasn't impressed by your intelligence alone. Just your intelligence on its own. He wasn't impressed because he said intelligence, because intelligence without character doesn't liberate nobody. Where was Savannah? Y'all, when we don't critically ask questions, if y'all just let me, y'all act like I just supposed to let people come on here and no question nobody. And I always tell y'all to question me. I won't, y'all making me better. when we don't do this, it just makes the system more efficient. More efficient at exploiting us, more efficient at excluding us, more efficient at justifying things that should bother us. This should bother us. That newspaper article should bother everybody except King Sticks. And when he says education, ladies and gentlemen, let me help you out. He's not talking about the test scores. He's talking about whether education teaches you to ask who benefits. Somebody should have asked Nike, who benefits from that? What's the boy name? Phil Knight, who done gave more money to the Republican Party than anybody ever in the history of the Republican Party. Y'all know it was a time I would never wear this on my show, on here, because of that. Because my partner used to always, he sent me stuff, me and Jimmy stuff, so we can wear on the show. You got to ask the question, who pays the cost? You got to ask the question, who's in the room? Michael Jordan? And why does all of this just feel normal when you got all of them in the room and ain't none of us in the room? That's critical thinking. And the kind of, and see, this kind of thinking that like this, it's kind of inconvenient. Which is probably why we, I laugh about it because we always want to highlight this quote right here from Martin Luther King. Y'all, as much I think of people, most people prefer Martin Luther King when he was just framed as the dreamer. Not asking questions like this. Just dream. Because when you dream, you sleep. And when you sleep, shit, we get shit past you. That's why they don't like the word woke. Dreamers really don't require accountability. They love for him to be the dreamer. Dreams don't demand change tomorrow. They love for him to be the dreamer. But thinkers, ladies and gentlemen, thinkers are dangerous. And that's why I'm telling my young people, y'all, I want y'all to think. Because once you actually critically think, you just can't unsee what's happening. I can't unsee what happened to C.J. Stroud. Now, hell, because I critically think, when I see this, where he at? When I see this, in that same publication, that same company, Stephen A. Smith and them company, when they put that out on their feed the same day that both of these guys lost and both of these guys scored, had 4 interceptions, I'm going to critically think and say, wait, whoa, something wrong with that. Well, CJ scored. CJ, Josh Allen. You're taking up for Josh. Black ass people taking up for Josh Allen. I'm talking about something bigger than being a stupid ass sports fan. Fan is the root word for fanatic. Quit being a fan all the time, and sometimes critically think. This bigger than bad. This can happen to you. This can happen to anybody. This can happen to whatever they put in media shapes our culture. Whatever they put in the newspaper, it's got to be true, Robert. It was in the Chronicle. Well, y'all got a critical thinker on your damn hands. That's why all of them other quotes, they was all right. But when this man He's trying to raise people that can't be manipulated. If you're a critical thinker, he's trying to raise, wait a minute, he ain't trying to raise polite achievers. No, I ain't polite about this. Listen, he trying to raise people that that spots propaganda. This is what this is. Let me put it back up there. Propaganda. People who understand that intelligence without ethics is empty. That's why he scared those people. Eric, I talked about this yesterday. Long before the Mars, he was scaring these people. Why do you think they surveilling? Are they surveilling you? Are they surveilling Michael Jordan? Are they surveilling you? Why do you think they surveilling this man? Why do you think they tried to discredit this man? Because he wasn't asking for kindness. He was asking for honesty. I honestly want to know what was going on in you intelligent people's mind when y'all put this stuff out on ESPN. Somebody had to push this button and somebody had to okay it. Somebody had to okay this mess. Hold up. Kevin, I know you just got here. Eric, anybody just got here? Somebody had to okay this mess right here. Somebody had to okay that mess. LeBron James, you don't let them commemorate on your shoe. The Lorraine Motels, the color of the thing on the Lorraine Motel on your shoe. That's where they killed the man at. The man wasn't by, he was down there helping people in my city. Let me keep going. Y'all, he was there to help protest with the sanitation workers on strike because he saw that as an intersection of civil rights and economic justice. Then to use the site of his murder for economic profit, it goes against what he stood for. And in response to this video is what happens when you don't know your own history. When you idolize celebrities, pretend to read Malcolm X biographies, and the lack of proper diversity in the workplace. This shoe should have never been released. Mm-mm. And you know what? Thinking about Martin Luther King, thinking about the people he had around him, Eric, that's why I'm careful who I have around me. That's why I'm careful who I have around me. Just think about Dr. Luther King. Think about Andrew Young. Dr. King did not need fixing, translating, or softening. What he needed, like everyone doing work that's big, was people who could carry it out. We got a Black-owned company. Sonia Howard, do me a favor. Go to this, because I don't know if you've been on the show lately. Go to this collection and tell all of your friends. I know you went to U of H. I know. All of your HBCU people, send them to that site. Got something to show you. Y'all didn't even tell me I didn't even have my name on the board. I'm so cold, I ain't have my name up on the board. Y'all just do me any kind of way. Simon, he made all kind of different kind of stuff because TSU was. I went to him. I said, "Why TSU? I can't find no TSU stuff." And he said, "Well, TSU didn't support it back then." I said, "Well, we got a new regime." Man, I talked to these people for about a year. I said, "Man, do something for TSU." He made special design for TSU. Then one guy said, "Well, Robert, I'm a little conservative. I don't want all of that." So they said, "Okay, I got something for you." He went and just made a black on black with the gray seal, the Texas Southern seal. I mean, when you see it in person, you're gonna say, "Oh my God, the great quality from the Anthony Lawrence collection." That's their logo down at the bottom. Sonya, unbelievable. So tell a friend, tell a text tag, tell, and send that to all your friends, the Anthony Lawrence collection. And if they go into the Mardi Gras, he got some Mardi Gras stuff on there for them. But let me get back to this, because I want to share this with you, because we got to be intentional. I just showed where former First Lady Michelle Obama said, "Look, if you can afford Chanel, ain't nowhere in the world you can't buy from a black designer." He said, "Rob, the thing that made me respect Dr. Moore was when I saw the plans he created for the Chicago bus boycott. It was so detailed and he covered everything. It was amazing." But you know what you should be amazed by, Eric? I'm glad you're amazed. Let me put that up there, Eric. But don't forget Anthony Lawrence collection. Pre-order those shirts right now. But Sonya got all kind of stuff for you on there. You might know somebody from the other HBCUs, and but go on there. But Eric just put some key up there for me. Let me see, Eric. Can I make it? Let me, Eric. You know what, Eric? I'm gonna put it where the people can see it, just in case they're on their phone, right? I'm gonna put that right there, Eric. You said, "Robert, the thing that made me respect Dr. King more was when I saw the plans he created for the Chicago bus boycott. It was so detailed and he covered everything. It was amazing." He didn't do it by himself. Ladies and gentlemen, you see this man over here behind me right here? He got everything he learned from bus boycotting from this man right here. 20 years before the bus boycott ever thought about being going, that man, right? Adam Clayton Powell wrote a book called, you can get it right now, called Marching Blacks. Martin Luther King got that from him. So what you should be doing is thank you, Martin Luther King, but thank you, Adam Clayton Powell. But they erased Adam Clayton Powell out of your history and our history, so we don't understand. If he don't read his book, maybe you wouldn't have that Chicago boycott. Maybe you wouldn't have the Montgomery boycott. You got to realize the Montgomery boycott was his watershed moment. That was the moment that put Martin Luther King into the national spotlight. But it was given. He read all the information and studied this man right here who did it 20 years earlier in New York when he said, "Don't no black person in Harlem ride the bus. If you don't have no black people to work there and no bus drivers, we ain't riding the bus." In 1944, Martin King was a little boy then. Y'all follow me? Eric, I'm glad you brought that up because that shows you how much of our history just being erased because they banning books out of the library by some of the greatest, Toni Morrison. But let me keep going. But I want to share some because we talk about Dr. King, but y'all, people need people to help. It's certain things that we need to do on this show, but we need people to help us. We need somebody that, y'all, there's no use to having all of this power and not using it. And I told you, Dr. King, he don't need fixing. He don't need translating. I don't need to fix him. I don't need to soften him. What we need, needed, like everybody, he doing big work. Look at him. Watch this. See, y'all think I be playing. Y'all think I be playing. I'm just going to put it up there. George didn't win and found. George, hold on. Watch this, George. Watch, George said, yo, Adam, the intelligence quote was made while MLK was a 19-year-old student at Morehouse University. It's almost 100-year anniversary of his birth. Hold on, put it back up there. You put it back up there. Put it back. The fan base drives a lot of the rhetoric in the hometown cities. Too many people. MLK Jr. is just a name of a street. For those of us who live the civil rights movement, we have a feeling about Malcolm X, Adam Clayton Powell, and MLK Jr. These current drivers of Black culture don't believe they need to know the history. Oh my God, but that's why I'm putting this on wax. Y'all, I love y'all coming on here every day. But I'm leaving this for our youngsters. They can go read this. I don't want them to be an old ass man like me till I learn a lot of this stuff. Thank you, George. I'm glad you see. I'm glad if Ivan Petty Jr. I'm glad George went and said, Hatter, you right. That's what he's saying. But let me keep going. Because I want to talk about his crew, his posse. When you're doing something big, you always need people who can help you carry it out. Hold up, watch this. Without distorting it. Yo, I'm trying to find somebody, a young dude that I can just groom and understand what he had to do. Cause it's gonna come a time I'm gonna get tired of doing this. But I want somebody, but y'all don't understand. Y'all, you got to pray for these youngsters. Cause I don't want nobody distorting this. I got to find a person that thinks not like me, but have the same spirit and the same heart. Don't let nobody, I'm not distorting this. Andrew Young was one of them people for Martin Luther King. Now let's be very clear up front about this. Martin Luther King was not misunderstood because he was unclear. He was very clear. He was not avoided because he lacked strategy. He had a hell of a strategy. Who was that just said it? Eric just said it. He wasn't sidelined because he didn't know how power worked. He knew how it worked. By the mid-1960s, though, everybody knew that what Dr. King was saying now. It wasn't a secret no more. And that was the problem. He went from dreaming to start talking about racism and capitalism and segregation and war, about moral failure and structural theft. And once he started tying all of that together, y'all, doors start closing. Not because he wasn't respected, but because he was effective. Let me repeat that again because I had a little tongue twist on that. Not because he wasn't respected, but because he was effective. So you may be asking, Robert, what does Andrew Young come in at? Andrew Young wasn't there to dilute Dr. King's message. He was there to make sure it didn't get buried. Born in 1933 in New Orleans, Andrew Young. He's still alive. Young came into the movement as a minister. But what made him indispensable was his ability to sit in the rooms where Dr. King was deliberately kept out. They're going to keep Eric out the room, but Eric got me in the room. Eric, they keeping you out the room, but you got a real one in the room. Sonya, you gonna have to go, baby. I know you're here, but girl, you got to go back and get the rest of this one. You're gonna be the smartest girl at the nail shop. Sonya, I was thinking about that. Without ever pretending, Andrew Young, not ever pretending that he wasn't representing Dr. King's vision. Every time in room he went in. I'm speaking for Dr. King. Whatever Dr. King said. Hold up. They ain't got me in the room. Sonya, they're going, we got some guys going, well, he ain't here. I'm the man now. Let's go get my vision. Let's just go get my vision now. He always let them know I'm representing Dr. King's vision. Inside the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, Young became one of King's closest advisors. Not a spokesman. Y'all, I'm communicating life to y'all right now. We got young kids that need to grow up and understand this stuff these people went with. Y'all, we had some people hating on these guys back then. They look like us. Like we got some people that hate on this show and hate right now. No. Everybody should be tuned in today because I know they don't know this. But he became one of King's closest advisors, not a spokesman, not a buffer, but an operator. Who understood how institutions dodge accountability. The court system, they dodge accountability. All the systems. Nike releasing that damn shoe. They gon' dodge. They gon' deny accountability. They gon' dodge it. They gon' put it on somebody. But that point, meeting with King meant admitting that the system itself was on trial. That's why they didn't want him in the meeting. They didn't want King in the meeting because if I meet with him, the system is on trial. So instead of engaging with him directly, some politicians and power brokers tried to work around him. The people calling me on the phone. Y'all, I'm living this. Somebody called me on the phone and asking me to do something in the summer basketball community here. Rob, I heard you was the man. I heard you. Guess what I asked them? Because I'm a critical thinker. You know what I asked them? Have you called Jim Hicks yet? Have you called Doug Jones? Have you called the guys who do this in the city? Because they're going to try to work around you. Daddy Moody? Sonya Billingsley? Oh, Sonya's a little hard, right? Sonya got too much truth in her. Let's go around. Let's go back to Lakeisha. Then you find out Lakeisha saying the same damn thing that Sonya's saying. So then, let's go find Sadie. Then Sadie's saying the same. That's how we got to be. Shouldn't be no workaround. They would say that they couldn't meet with Dr. King, y'all. They would but they still wanted the meeting. So that's why Andrew Young stepped in. Not because King couldn't handle the conversations, ladies and gentlemen, but because power was trying to control the optics. If I'm meeting with King, I don't want to let him know I'm meeting with Dr. King. He's gonna think, you know what I'm saying? Andrew Young, walking into these rooms, didn't weaken King's position. God, that was powerful. Wow. Y'all, my own words are getting to me right now. Andrew Young walking into those rooms didn't weaken King's position. It extended it. That wasn't substitution, that was reach. Moments don't just need a moral center. We need people who can carry that moral center. Hold up. In hostile places, can you imagine who these people were meeting with back then? The KKK and the AA, all of them are rednecks without losing it. You've got to be able to have your moral center in these hostile places. What I tell my son, don't let your talent take you somewhere that your character can't keep you. I told y'all that. Man, I'm learning something right now. Andrew Young, he did this. And when Dr. King was assassinated, Andrew Young didn't try to be him. Did y'all notice that? He didn't mimic his voice or claim his role. He kept working. He kept the work moving. He entered Congress. He went to the United Nations. And in those spaces, in spaces that King didn't go, he took what King said and moved in other spaces with. When I say he extended his reach, he extended it. He did something very intentional. That's why I tell y'all, Anthony Lawrence collection, you got to intentionally go to this site and get something. He treated black freedom, and watch this, Andrew Young, he treated black freedom in the U.S. as inseparable from the global struggle against colonialism and racial hierarchy. He extended to every country that this was happening into. Ladies and gentlemen, that wasn't a pivot away from King's vision. That was one of his logical next steps. And listen, and here is why I'm telling this story. And I'm telling it this way. We don't honor Dr. King by isolating him. And we don't honor the movement by pretending that it relied on one man's brilliance alone. Yes, King was the moral engine. Yes. But people like Andrew Young made sure that the engine didn't stall. When the road got hostile, that doesn't diminish Dr. King. It actually showed how much weight he was carrying and how intentional the support around him had to be. Y'all get your circle tight. And how intentional the support around and so when I talk about Dr. King's village, where's the Chop Shop village? I'm not talking about replacements and understudies. I'm talking about who believed in his vision enough to protect it, to extend it, and to keep it alive. When power tried to smother it quietly, like they did my man right here. Andrew Young, he didn't eclipse Dr. King. He helped make sure that the work outlived the movement. And if we don't learn how that actually works, we are going to keep celebrating speeches while letting movements fall apart right after the movement is gone. His name is Andrew Young, y'all. I had to give you that. Eric gave me a perfect example. Eric, thank you. Let's go. I mentioned this earlier on the show. Eric, they now got they got awards. You get an award for the top grassroots programs in the country. They said, we present 2026 top grassroots programs in the country. The criteria includes players in college. You got players in college, coaches in college, NIL value of the players in college, NBA players. Congratulations to these amazing programs. This is their press release. The Silver Waves. You remember I went to that NIL conference out in Vegas? I told y'all about it, and the folks charging people all that damn money to come in there and didn't say nothing. That's them. Congratulations, he said, to all of the directors and programs who do an amazing job of changing the lives and building amazing value of players and coaches. Y'all, they ain't did nothing for these players. They ain't did nothing for these players. Them players wasn't good. They wouldn't come be able to be on these programs. You got the all-in elite. I ain't never heard of them. Where they from? Atlanta Celtics. I know where they from. Atlanta Express. Atlanta. I guess the Arizona Select. The BABC. Canada Elite. The Compton Magic. Brad Bill Elite. Florida Rebels. They ain't said nothing about it. Hold up, y'all. They said nothing about the Houston Hoops. The Aingo Center, the Florida Rebels, the Game Elite, the Illinois Wolves, the Indiana Elite, Mass Rebels, Middlesex Magic. Middlesex up there in Maine. Only reason they got it because of Cooper Flag up in that area. Y'all, I'm not, and I don't even know this, but I'm just saying up there. Okay. Mocan Elite, New Heights, who was that? New York Reds, Oakland Soldiers, PSA Cardinals, Team CP3, Team Loaded, Team Takeover, Team Thad, Team Thrill, Texas Impact, Utah Prospect, and Why Not? That's who they said are the top grassroots program. They didn't mention y'all favorites was around here. Did they? Anybody? Hold up, y'all. I'm just trying to find something else. What's the day? Wednesday? Hold on. I did have some. Watch this. Let me go into this right now. I did that. Y'all saw something that blew me away. Saw several things because it's MLK week, man, and I have to. But you know, I love this young lady right here. Watch this.
You can't, like, we've explained it every which way. Sometimes blue is blue, red is red. We can't find another way to say it. But you gotta focus. We took 15, 20 minutes breaking it down. But then y'all be like, Coach, give me a chance. A chance to do what? Waste my damn time. This is why coaches don't be wasting time. We gotta go with who know what's going on. Do you understand that? So, it gotta register quicker. Or else, that's why they be like, don't worry about it. I gotta go with who gets the job done. It is a game on the line, and y'all thinking people just finna give y'all chances. They trying to win. They're trying to win, and there's a sense of accountability to where, can I really execute? Is it worth my coach taking a chance? We're in a close game. Give me a chance to do what?
I wish the people was on this show yesterday heard that. I really do. I really do. I wish the people yesterday was on here. Keontae George is probably going to be on the All-Star team. Coach is going to vote him in, I think. I just think. And then I saw this. Andre Iguodala. You know, we had Davis West one day. So we had Andre. So we're going to take this one on out. Andre Iguodala, these are his words. He said that NIL is destroying the entire pipeline of youth development. Okay? Illinois Woods out of Chicago, Under Armour Circuit. Yeah. Thank you. Uh-huh. This made me think of something. What the hell is this? I had an extra name over there. He said, because kids are getting paid before they're actually maturing in their talent. Let me hear your comments. So they don't get disciplined because they don't understand the long-term game. He said when he was playing, it was like, man, I got to go work hard because I probably won't get in the league until I'm 21. These kids can get NIL money. What, 16? Back then, you had to go hard. You have to put your skill set together back then. He said, he said, I had to mature. My mind has gotten to be mature. He said, amazing how those who didn't reap the benefits are the biggest critics. No, listen, it's not. Guess what? And guess what? Listen to his words. See, guys like you, Michael Jordan, y'all haven't seen the long-term effects of this thing. All y'all thinking about it, he getting some money, he getting some money, he getting some money. I like him getting some money. I like him getting some money too. But don't you know it's long, we haven't found out the long-term effects of this Michael Jordan. So of course you should be skeptical. And of course you can have critique. This guy is the president of the Players Association. So guess what? He the one invite them guys to the NAPLA. That's the guy who got rid of John Lucas and Jimmy and all of them and said, I'm finna run, we running this stuff our way. Because y'all done coddle these kids too long. And Michael Jordan, you don't think it's no kind. Listen to the words first before you critique him. Let's see what he said. A lot of these people, the kids don't understand teamwork. I agree. A lot of these kids not mature. I agree. Tell me what you don't agree with. They don't understand how winning works. They don't. They don't care about winning. I want my NIL at 16. The hell I'm worried about winning. And I got an NIL. He said NIL messed that up because winning is not a part of the equation. Tell me where he's wrong because you said it's amazing. It's amazing that the people didn't read. This dude's a zillionaire. He don't even have to worry about this mess. He said, amazing how those that didn't reap the benefits are some of the biggest critics. Have you seen his portfolio? Andre Iguodala don't have to work another day in his damn life. So you think I'm going to listen to some of these other people than him? Sometimes you got to listen. Me personally, I see the problems. You must ain't been watching. Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan. What? Tell me one dude, give me one example that you believe it'll motivate the youngsters to prepare more to position themselves to become a viable project. Tell me. So you're saying they wasn't doing it back then? Oh my God, let's talk about this. So you saying the NIL You believe it will motivate these undeserving youngers to prepare more, to position themselves to become a. Name me one that you know that did. See, I love when people put on. See, most people will let him just go, but I'm a critical thinker. I'm gonna ask him a question. Tell me, give me some examples of his motivating youngsters to prepare more, to position themselves to become a viable product, prospect. Shit, they're getting worse. Because you can't coach them. You can't correct them. You can't coach them hard. They don't listen because they got some money. And you telling me they preparing themselves to position. Where have you been? Because I've been around them. I'm going to all of these, I'm going to other colleges, seeing how these dudes think they got it made. They ain't trying to position themselves to become nothing. But an NIL, it's a dude right now said, I don't even want to go to the NBA, NFL. I want to stay over here and play again in college. And NFL used to be the goal. You saying they trying to prepare himself? The older you go to the league, the worse you be. And they trying to prepare. Talk to me. Don't stop. See, this is the thing I was talking about. Listen. You got to give us more. I see why y'all don't like to comment. Because y'all don't like to be challenged on your comments. Because I'll be typing right back. You say, I see some kids in the gym working hard when I visit training facilities. They know the openers are even filled because of. They would have been in there working hard before that. Michael Jordan. It's been ever since I've been in existence. I've seen people in the gym, in John Lucas workouts, and everybody work. I've seen everybody in there working hard, Michael Jordan. Before the NIL was ever even there, Michael Jordan. But now they got some money, they look ass get ignorant. I'm just telling you, Michael Jordan. I said, you talking about you. Tell me the encounter that you done had that make you think this player right here, when they give him 16 years, because they ain't getting it in Houston yet, when they give his, so you ain't been out of town and seen how they acting when they getting this money. Ain't no NIL. When we got NIL around here? Who getting NIL in Houston right now? But I know the first one should be getting some money is Reese Austin. That's the only one. He said kids are not prepared for the basics right now. Money only magnifies who they really are. Absolutely, that's what I'm trying to say. And he talking about people trying to criticize. Well, ain't nobody criticizing these people. These guys, this man, we're talking about the top end people, Michael Jordan. The top end people, that's the ones gonna get the NIL, not them little dudes you seeing in the gym. He said, the NFL has messed it up. He said, you can be making, making millions. At 16, you can make millions. There's no accountability. There's no adversity. And adversity is a thing that separates everybody. Who got the will to work the hardest? Don't tell me about them guys. I'm just telling you about, listen to me. And I just can't go call nobody a name. I got people around the country. These guys getting this NIL is lazy. One coach told me I'm finna go give me I'm gonna go get some money to a freshman. I'm not finna go get one of none of these sorry ass portal dudes to save my life. But then if you get to losing, guess what? They're gonna fire him because he didn't go get one of these old retread ass dudes. I don't have no position. I'm just telling I don't have no position. I said these was Andre Iguodala's words. You the one had a position. You took a position that these players who played before, they are criticizing the system. No, they not about because they didn't get NIL. That's a position you took. I didn't take. I'm just giving his words. And I might have to sneeze. Hold on 1 second. I pushed that mute button before y'all did it. I'm not taking a position. I'm just going by what the man is saying and what I've encountered. And he said, adversity is a thing that separates everybody. How you get past adversity? Who will work the hardest? He's saying, we have messed up the ecosystem. I agree, because I'm out here living it with them every day. We got to really get back to developing our youth to be fundamentally sound. I've been saying that on these airways, and all y'all been around here. How did this time ain't nobody developing nobody? They not. I hear what y'all saying on your group text. But go do something about it. I don't give a fat rat. I ain't got no son. I'm talking for these other people from the next generation. They need to learn in the 6th grade, in the 7th grade, in the 8th grade. By the time they get to 15, 16 years old, homeboy. He said when he came in the league, you could not come in the league and you had weaknesses. I just told y'all, Antoine Jameson, and y'all, maybe y'all hear from, let me see, Antoine, please, hold on. He said, man, he was talking to a coach. He was talking to, here it is, just for y'all.
Jamal Moses is a good friend of mine. I had him in Cleveland, and I congratulated him when he got the job, and he was like, Twan, I'm teaching them how to set a proper screen. And he's not talking about rookies, he's talking about guys that have been in the league for 2 or 3 years, and I'm just like, we learned that in college. Fundamentals and things of that nature. So high school. The game of basketball has changed. I mean, imagine us playing in today's game.
Michael Jordan, guys 3 years in the league don't know how to set a proper screen. But at 16 years old, you want to give him some NIL money. When is he going to be held accountable to not setting that screen? When is he going to be held accountable? Because you done gave him some money now. Three years in the league and you don't know how to set a screen? A proper one? Now you got guys, and you see everybody get exposed in the playoffs. I done told y'all about this game. I gave you an analogy yesterday. I'm gonna use it on the broadcast. Games 1 through 82, them games they playing now, they playing checkers. Game 83 on, that's when you're playing chess. The SWAT. They're gonna play 22 games in the SWAT. They playing chess. TSU losing the other night. That's checkers. Jackson State winning. That's checkers. Those 4 days in March. That's when the chess start. You got people getting exposed in the playoffs. You get drafted on your potential. Let me repeat. Hold on. You're getting drafted on your potential. That's why they're getting drafted. Not one time did I say they couldn't play. Potential. 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 You are drafted by on, in case you didn't know it, because Michael Jordan seems like he don't know it. He talking about, why are these guys getting drafted? You're getting drafted on what they think you might be able to do. Because I got all these dudes, I'm paying all this money that they can teach them what to do. Why are these guys getting drafted? Players with no fundamental skill. Because they freaking talented. Just like, why some of these people in college, they just talented. Don't mean they got the fundamentals. Are you with? Yeah. What kind of planet you ain't been watching this show. You've been watching this show. You ain't been listening to this show. You've been listening to that hype. You've been listening to some high school basketball stuff. Maybe I need to talk about some of this pro stuff just a little bit more so y'all can understand this shit. Because I can't believe I ain't never told y'all, when you go to the NBA, you get drafted on potential. They see you do a couple of dunks and do all that old kind. Oh, I'm drafting him. AJ the bouncer, I'm drafting him. You ain't looking at his flaws right now. Because guess what? I paid this dude $6-7 million to get them flaws about him. I'm going to go get the player because I want the talent. But it's the people who haven't taught them kids in the beginning, because they done rushed them and they ain't been through the grind. They've been hustled because everybody want to put them on video and take pictures of them. So they've been hustled all the way through middle school and high school with no accountability. I don't have to learn how to pivot. I don't have to learn how to do this stuff. Because guess what? Michael Jordan gonna post a video of me. Gary Carter gonna post a video. Doug gonna rank me. Jimmy gonna have me come to his event. I don't have to be good. I just got to be talented. They caught up in the hustle and not the grind. Good comments. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. How many more minutes? Boy, I got 7 more minutes. I got 7 more minutes, y'all. You see people getting exposed in the playoffs because they never took care of their weakness. Kevin Durant, one of the greatest players in the... Hold on, let me help him. Michael Jordan. Kevin Durant is a top 50 player. He can't pass the ball, got to save his damn life. That's a fundamental. Man, that man was throwing them weak-ass, May-pop-ass passes, not faking a pass to make a pass last night. Kevin Durant, one of the best ever. You didn't hear him. No, you didn't. You said a man in the slipper said that after he said, Twan, these dudes can't do this, and you ain't listening good, man. He said these kids don't know how to set a proper swing, and they've been in the league for 3 years. No, that don't mean he's not coachable. You got to learn this stuff a long time ago. When you're in the league, I'm trying to teach your ass something else, man. So now I got to go back to 101 from somebody. Michael Jordan should have taught his ass a long time ago. But instead, you was around here just trying to usher him up to the next grade, usher him up on a summer basketball team, instead of teaching him how to do that back then. They showed him then. But what they saying is they didn't learn it early. Look, man, are you listening? Man, Kevin Durant is the best, one of the best in history. Can't not pass the basketball. That's the fundamental, Mr. Jordan. Well, Robert was a man in the snippet. I'm telling you he can't pass. I didn't see a whole career of his ass can't pass. That's why he named the easy money sniper. He ain't the easy money passer. That's why he only won when he went to them people there, because they knew how to give him the ball. They knew how to give him the ball. When he went somewhere else and he got to make a play, no. That should take every argument you just had and throw it out the window. They ushered Kevin Durant with his badass all the way through everything. Even came to Texas and had coaching in Texas, and he still can't pass goddamn basketball. Y'all got to quit sucking these athletes off. If they ain't good, they ain't good. If they got flaws, they got flaws. It's okay to have flaws. Go work on it. Get your ass up in that wall, and learn how to make them passes. In certain angles, you got to make them passes too. Let me keep going. Where's that? Y'all was screaming, but great comments though, Mike. But you ain't listening. Let me play this snippet again. Since you said in the snippet, watch this.
Jamal Moses is a good friend of mine. I had him in Cleveland, and I congratulated him when he got the job, and he was like, Twan, I'm teaching them how to set a proper screen.
Twan, I am teaching my NBA players how to properly screen. Somebody done taught him how to screen, but he said proper. Listen to the words one more time.
Jamal Moses is a good friend of mine. I had him in Cleveland, and I congratulated him when he got the job, and he was like, Twan, I'm teaching them how to set a proper screen.
He said, I'm teaching them how to set a proper screen. The kid's been taught a screen, but a proper screen.
I'm not talking about rookies. He's talking about guys that have been in the league for 2 or 3 years.
I'm not talking about rookies. I'm talking about guys who've been in the league for 2 or 3 years.
In college, fundamentals, and things of that nature. So the game of basketball has changed.
The game of basketball, because we got non-basketball people around here trying to tell these kids. We got people videoing them trying to tell, the video guy trying to tell kids what to do. Come on, man. Can't make a goddamn layup. Excuse my language. Some people comment, say they think the NIL is new and is going to take some getting used to for everybody. Some people think it didn't ruin anything. The amount of kids it has helped certainly outweighs the negatives. I kind of agree with that. That man said, why hasn't anyone taught Kevin Durant the proper pass the ball? Could he be greater if he could pass the ball? Of course he would be greater. Hold up. No, not just pass the ball. His ass don't even know how to get open under pressure. Kellen Johnson was treating him like a little girl last night, just manhandling him. Get open. Get open. He doing all that side to side and side to side and hips. No, player, step in his chest, step in his midsection and jump off from it. He got to back up when you step in his midsection. Are you going to be hurting? Nobody told you that? Come on, why hasn't anybody? Maybe he didn't listen when he was trying to do, because he was Kevin Durant. Ain't you heard it? What he said? I'm Kevin Durant. Now here you gonna try to teach me about setting the pick. I'm Kevin Durant. How the hell you gonna teach me about? I'm gonna be like Bernie Mac. How you gonna teach me how to pass? I'm Kevin Durant. I got a mansion. Yo, Iggy, we'll finish this up tomorrow. I got because I want y'all to know the comments. The people was commenting. Yeah. But y'all, I don't care what it is. If it's the right information, it's the correct information. I don't care. because it's coming from a player who didn't get NIL. I see what it's doing to the players that's getting it. And their ass is crazy. But I'm out of here. I had fun today, boy. I got back to the house. I mean, oh my God. I'm not as tired today, but I got some things to do. But I'm out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow because I started this thing on time today. So I'm going to get out of here on time. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bring some more, Michael Jordan. I like that. I like that. I like that. I got to have somebody. Y'all, I love somebody when they come back. But Michael Jordan, you got to come back with something better than that. Because I really had something to give you, but you won't pull it out of me. Y'all, come on, y'all. Y'all got to start tomorrow. Call one of your critical thinkers out there. Call some of the people. Say, man, come on, let's talk. Let's talk tomorrow. All right? Call some people that's going to ask me some questions. Not all you people going to sit up and say, please call me somebody, Harold Taylor. That's going. All I want to do, I want to learn. Call me somebody that I can learn something from tomorrow. I just want to. All right, I'm out.